Backup.
I didn't have my cord. It died.
Which one?
I don't have my cord, yeah.
battery?
Yeah.
What is
But I got it. I got it installed. KPN.
And you what? What's up?
I think so. I'm gonna do one of them.
You already did?
I got up to Scapy and then Python and then do it on
Have you tried it? Runs KP?
Yeah.
It runs
Yeah.
without having that
I'm pretty sure.
error messages.
Yeah. If
Then
not,
I think
I'm
it was
gonna watch the video.
is okay. So each one has different configurations, different resources available. Therefore, case by case.
What happened? We have to get out of this. We have to change back to just the regular. Oh, the root director for me to get the numpy, right?
Numpy problem?
Yeah.
No, this is a root issue. So what you need to do is
Go back to the root director, right?
no. Sudo.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, of course. I thought I know you. You didn't tell me that.
Professor, it's saying that it's there's an error.
Tonight. This is sudo issue. Sudo. Oh,
No, we did
error
that.
comes from there.
The error came from the Python
Error could
setup
not create.
UI.
Okay. Permission denied.
So that was done. The numpy was done.
Numpy was
So when we
done.
did.
Yeah. Again, this is sudo. That's good.
Oh, we didn't import.
Yeah, PYX. PYX is a simple.
It's the next one, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, what you're looking at time? I know.
Professor, they have to put better for this lab. We need to give us like full internet access, not from the school. They need to run a T1 line here just for cybersecurity. Especially they're rich enough to run a T1 line in here for us. That's all we're gonna be doing. We need the same way they have dead bodies over here. They give us a T1 line.
Ours is T3.
We need something. Because we can't keep.
Ours is internet too.
I've been trying to download an update from VM Fusion for the last 30 minutes and there's still 17 minutes to go.
So where are you? Done? Very good.
I'm saying downloading.
What are you guys trying to download it at school? I asked you to download from
Right. Alright,
busy
so
working
the-
on our papers, like students.
Well,
You can work on your paper while let your system download.
No, because
Do we have to watch
download
it?
takes like 5 minutes.
Just one command, download it. You can work on your paper. Okay. What is next? Okay, now it's Scapy tutorial. Here's the thing. Scapy, because Scapy is doing some like basic hacking, so sudo is needed. Simple things can be done without sudo, but if as far as you try to capture the network packets, then your Scapy is not working. Okay? So when you start to Scapy, don't forget start with sudo. So you give full privileges to the Scapy execution. What Scapy can do is the scanning, sniffing, fuzzing. Someone may ask, oh, I can do that. Of course, you can do that without Scapy. You can scan the ports, for example, Nmap, right? That's an application program. You can do another manually, fine. But Scapy is more, as you do this, you can do the Python scripts to run Scapy. In other words, you can import Scapy and do so many things at once, automatically, not command by command, but a series of commands together. That is the beauty. This is not the only way that you can do it. You can do something else. Right, Olivia?
Of course.
You can eat, what did you eat? Cabbages. You can eat barbecue. You can eat chicken. You can bring.
Peanut butter.
She's talking about all. Are you? Basic?
No, not yet. Almost.
Oh, almost the best.
I'm working on it. It's hard sometimes.
Okay. So scanning is possible. Here, sniffing. Sniffing is the act of intercepting or logging the packets which flows across the network. So sniffing is possible, for example, using Wireshark, right? You could do that. But Wireshark, there's an application program. Of course you can do filter, but it's not automatically and do some additional work while Wireshark is working. You have to stop, you have to save it, and then do some other work manually. But if you do Python and Scapy together, then you can do all the works at once in some sequence. Fuzzing. Fuzzing is another tool to attack. You can synthesize the data. In other words, you can create a packet to send it to some system to see how that system reacts. In that way, you can check the vulnerability of the other systems. So fuzzing is a software testing technique in which random data is passed as input to a computer application to check its stability. If it is not stable, then we call it vulnerable, right? Where did you get the VMware? Oh, uses VirtualBox or not? No. I'm confused. Where's the VMware workstation? You own it? Where did you get it?
VMware workstation? Somewhere out there.
Okay.
Good answer.
You can help others. Oh, it's
Oh, you know how to get
You
it.
can remove. I cannot encourage you. If Ola use this to make this public, then
Take it out.
don't do that, okay? That is mine. So all such things possible in Scapy. So we can do that. I want you to try LSC. LSC displays the list of commands that you can use Scapy, which is good, right? So here, let's try. So here, for example, if I do Scapy, I think I need to,
Sudo Scapy.
oh yeah, thank you. I need to increase the size
Of your
fonts from the terminal. There is a command I used many years ago, but I haven't used it for a while, so I forgot. I think Tom. Let's try. Let's try. This helps you anyway. So what you can do is man Tom, then it shows you the manual of Tom for terminal. So we can set some terminals. Tom or set Tom. I don't remember. Okay, Tom extend the storage example. Oh. Change print terminal line setting. SPTY. Best way right now is Google. Google has everything, right? Okay, let's see. Is it possible to change the terminal fonts? Of course. How do I change the fonts and font size in TTY? Okay. This is good. This is not. This command line. I like commands. Edit profile. There's a command. Control. Oh, is this possible also? Profile. This is terminal size, not the font.
And then, what was it, pseudo scappy?
Yeah. Well, let's forget it. That's fine.
No, double sound the IP destination.
Okay. All right. So what you need to do? I'll find out the command line to set up to increase the font size. So for tonight, leave it as is. So type LSC. No, you have to first go to Scapy. So sudo Scapy and password. Warning, no route found.
That's for 6.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't use 6.
Right. So, but that's okay. What you need to do on your yeah, you can do that in Python program. Python program, you can import different layer of the network. Okay, so for right now, don't worry about it, and simply type here LSC open and close. Then you can see the list of commands. So I want you to take a look. I want you to read some of those. ARP, catch, and RP is possible. Where does ARP stands for?
LP, you said?
ARP. ARP stands for?
Oh, the meaning of ARP?
Yeah. Anybody remember that?
Advanced protocol or something.
Some protocol, right?
Yeah.
Address resolution protocol.
Resolution.
Right. And then bind the layers, crop the bits. So we are going to use some of those here. Fuzzy, remember that here? Hex diff, hex dump, hex edit, and IDP cap. If you have a captured packet captured packets files, then you can read it into your Scapy for further analysis. And send, if you want to do test, once you make packets on your own and send to the targets to test. You can do that. Send P. Send itself is a layer 3. Send P is a layer 2. It's a different one. Which one? Is that right? Oh, very good. Where did you get this?
Somewhere up there.
Somewhere. Can you go there too? Also? Only
I'm trying.
only for you.
What did you do?
No, there's a secret.
Hold on.
That's what he said. Somewhere.
I didn't do it.
Control Shift to plus sign.
And plus sign.
Do you really need to increase,
And to
Olivia?
reduce is control
Not
shift
me, I
and
just
delete.
want
Right.
Control
This is for you.
and plus sign.
To enlarge.
Oh, yes.
How can I reduce?
Control shift minus.
Minus sign.
Sign.
Oh, that makes sense. Control Shift to minus.
Oh, crap, I can't.
Or Control minus? Control minus.
Oh,
Control
nice.
minus default.
Very good. So everyone can see this
Minus
clearly?
plus. Yes, sir.
Plus.
We learn something new every day.
Okay. Ola, we have plus one.
Nice.
Just one.
Raise your hand if you have objection, then we will reduce.
So reduce inside.
Okay, so let's try one by one. Next slide, if you have that, that is available on Blackboard, right? You can see that. I'm not going to show it to you, but here we can try IP, capital IP, open and close parentheses. Then you can have that return.
So what is it, when you do that, what are you doing? Opening the port?
No, it shows you what is current IP. IP, and we'll see some try to combine IP and TCP. You know that there's a layer, top Ethernet. Ethernet contains IP, IP contains TCP, and so on and so forth. If you see the layer of the network. So it gives us that. And another layer from the Ethernet, then you can do some combinations. Ether, IP, TCP. You can do this. So right now, any packets, if you want to form or create, then in that order, Ether, IP, and TCP. And after TCP, then we can put some data. Okay, for example, after that, you can put some web page, HTTP 1.0. There's some layer, IP layer and TCP layer, and after that you have the data layer. Data itself is, let's say, GET protocol of HTTP, like a web page. So if you see the IP, the return, as you can see, is IP and TCP. We do not have yet any detailed, but you can specify here TCP, IP, then destination is what? Right now, all empty as you create this. Okay, we didn't put anything here, right? But later we'll put some data there. TCP data, raw data. Raw, we put some data there, right? This is the data. So this is a payload. So Skippy is ready to handle such things. So what it demonstrates right now is to give you the simple things. Another thing is IP, and then you can do protocol equals 55. Whatever the 55, the code indicates, that is the protocol. Proto equals 55. Then it contains that information. IP here, previously IP, then protocol is TCP, right? But we change it to 55, so it is encoded right now, like that. And another one is therefore. So we can do, for example, here's a trick. IP equals destination google.com. That is it. And we can combine them with, for example, TCP, and then port number equals, if you want to try with that port number, remember the destination is google.com, port number 80 443. That's a square bracket is the list format in Python, so that if you have a multiple ports to attack, then you can list them in the list form. If you have only one port to see, then you can see 80. If you have more than, then in square bracket, let's say 22, 80, 443, that is secured web, for example. You can form like that. But if we send this, that's a whole different story. If I do send this, it may not be sent out. It has a lot of issues, network and such things. But worth trying. Sent 3 packets, but we do not know whether it arrives, right? We can send it to layer 3. What happens? Then we can do send P. Remember that? The previous send and send P. Send is a layer 3. Send P is a layer 2. TCP layer and IP layer. Two different things.